Mr. Sterner, year 2 now, you finally get a preseason to help put the defense into place with yourself and Coach Casey. Talk about what the difference is approaching the defense there with time to develop and time with the guys before games start.
Well, you just mentioned it. We have time. A year ago, we were putting in 3 and 4 coverages in one day. And what happened was you didn't have the time to put in to be able to perfect it. Guys took some time last year to be able to get that accomplished, and yet they still did a great job in the fact that we're top 10 in every defensive category. So one of the things that was nice this year is we could slow the pace down, really kind of hone in on what the fundamentals of the coverages were so that we got better performance out of the players.
Okay, so now in year 2, of course, you move on to the second phase of the defense. What is that second phase? What are you pushing now? What is the emphasis?
Well, we can get into a little bit more tricky stuff. We can talk about, switching some situations that previously we wouldn't even think about doing. One of the things that we want is we have a base defense that we believe in philosophically, and we believe that it's up to other teams to be able to come and beat us at what we're good at. We're going to get really good at something before we move on and try anything different.
Okay, now let's talk about the big man, Jonas. Of course, he's going to be a big anchor to this defense moving forward. What have you done with him, giving him the philosophy of this defense, allowing him to be that back line? We've seen a couple good games where he's had some blocks.
Well, first of all, his activity, his athleticism, and his quickness helps in a lot of ways for us defensively because he can cover a lot of ground. So one of the things we just have to get him accustomed to is our terminology, what our words are in terms of how we cover, and then getting him to react to it instead of thinking about it. And that's the process for any young players, getting it to be a reaction as opposed to, I got to go here, I got to think about going here. And that's what we're working on him with right now. He's doing a great job, by the way.
Okay, and lastly, let's talk about the small forward spot. You guys have Aguirre, and Landry Fields now comes in. These guys are guys who are known to be quality defenders. How is this going to change the way you guys attack on the perimeter?
Well, attacking-wise, defensively for us, it means we can play more straight up. We can trust Landry Fields to guard some of those better players in the league that typically are at that spot. The Carmelo Anthonys, the Danny Grangers, thinking of guys coming up that are very potent offensive players. We're going to trust Landry to be able to handle some of those things. The less we have to get into rotations on the defensive end, the better our defense is. That way we're not getting caught on a rebounding situation where we can limit teams to one shot by staying square.